All right, I'm in major catch up on projects mode, things that have been swirling around in my brain for weeks on end and I just haven't gotten done yet. So what I'm working on here today is the install of a Uniden R3. If you haven't seen the video of me installing it in the GT3 RS, that's up on the channel, it was a few weeks ago. Prior to this video, and I'm going to do another one. I liked it so much I bought another one a month ago or so, and I'm going to be putting this in the Gen 2 Raptor. This process is going to be a little bit different here today, is why I decided to make another video. I'm hoping to use a Mirrortap. So these Mirrortaps are from J28 Design, which are the guys who make blend mounts. So I'm going to be doing a Mirrortap. Fords tend to, from my experience, Fords are a little easier to get the tap in the right spot. You know, there's a Molex plug there, which you can tap into. Other cars, I tend to hardwire, and so I bought a hardwire kit just in case as a backup. But we're going to mirror tap this one, which should be easier. And then I'm going to use, this is the newest F-150 blend mount. So you'll see, if you're not familiar with blend mount, you'll see what that's all about here as well. These videos are always hard to do because I don't have a camera person. So I'm going to do my best to capture what's needed. We need a voltmeter, and I'll show you my now favorite tool, which Derek, who's owner of Sound and Motion up in Boston, he sent me a gift the other day of it's an aeronautics pry tool, which I'll show you. You use to pry open or pry off body panels. The thing's pretty amazing. All right, so let me just open this up. I want to make sure we have what we need here. So here's the R3. I usually end up putting this box in the attic. I don't even know why I keep this stuff, but I won't use that ever. I won't use that ever. I won't use those suction cups ever. So in this whole package, the only thing I need is the actual R3, right? So that, I guess, can all go back in the box. But I always hold on to this stuff. You never know, someday I might sell it. So I guess I should probably think about selling my old Passport Maxes, so as I replace all of my Passport Maxes with R3. It's interesting because this thing feels really cheap and flimsy, but it's the best radar detector test-wise on the market. If you're not familiar with Vortex Radar, he has a YouTube channel. Ariel has a channel where he goes deep into testing and all the latest technology on these radar detectors. I really need to get the software updated on these. But in my area, we're generally using pretty simple Ka band. So not a big deal. Simple RJ11, telephone cord type connection. The guys from Blendmount sent me a whole care package probably 2 years ago of all different types of blend mounts. All right, so let's go into the car or into the truck, and we'll dig in a little bit. So I jumped ahead of you a little bit here. First of all, I wanted to make sure I had the right blend mount, and then I wanted to make sure we could mirror tap this before I got into the video part of it. But I pulled this off here. I'll grab the other camera and get a little closer view here in a minute. But if you're not a part of the Facebook group, it's facebook.com/groups/obsessed garage. If you're not a part of the group, you should probably go sign up. It's awesome. There we have almost 21,000 members in the group that participate like crazy. It's an awesome place to, for us crazies to gather. But I posted a invite, or I guess posted a one to add. I'm looking for an intern. So if you're a video guy, audio video, if you're a website guy, you're a guy that can build that kind of stuff, has that creative aspect or creative gene, if you will. I'm looking for somebody to come and work for me. Hopefully at some point we're going to have someone follow me around full time with the camera while we're out here in the garage working on these projects, so that and then hopefully edits and curates the content so I don't have to do it, so I can just do more of these projects, not have these things build up for months and months on end. So this is that pry tool that I was talking about. These things are awesome. So it's the equivalent of a metal thumbnail, and so you can stick it up in things and take it apart. So this piece, was up. So we have this now open up in here, right? but this piece was up on here, and so I had to pop that out with a, you know, with this pry tool. And so I basically went up in here and just kind of, it's a pain in the butt to get it to break apart. This piece snaps in here, and so you need to pry that apart so you can see the little teeth that grab on it, and then this piece pops off the roof, right? So set that aside. All right, so this is where Ford is a little better, a little easier to deal with than others. We have a couple of powered connections that are right here. So I'm going to pull that off, and then I'm going to get my voltmeter out and see if we can get grab some power. Rather than messing around, I was sort of Google searching for a wiring diagram and found a post from Jetsco on Raptor forum, which I should have just done from the very beginning. And so we're going to tap the black wire with a Mirrortap, and it's a good thing because I was using the wrong Molex plug I was trying to get a reading from, and the second yellow from the black from the ground, right? So that'll be our plus 12 volts. And so it's, you know, if you're a Raptor or F-150 person, this was what I thought where I'd be tapping, but instead I'm going to be tapping the smaller powered section, right? And so we'll be tapping the black wire and the solid yellow. That's what I'll be doing. All right, so pop this loose. So we need to pop it out of here so that we have enough slack to then tap this plug. All right, so we got the tap. I'm just doing a quick test fit here, all right, just to see. So I'll clean all this up here in a minute. So now that we're plugged in, we got no power. Let's hit our ignition. Boom.
Expand.
Love the internet. Makes life so much easier. Alright, so here's what the tap looks like. Alright, so I've got it tapped down in here. You can see the little red thing going, and then the black. And then I take and cinch down really tightly a zip tie, and then these connect our, you know, our RJ11 connection. And I'll just take this little sleeve, I'm gonna just melt this, you know, the little, whatever you call this, shrink wrap stuff, and I'll just melt that in place. It'll solidify it and we'll be good to go. All right, so I drilled a little hole in between here on the side, so I'm gonna put this back up in there. All right, so I got this all lined up, a little hole that I made. Hopefully you can see that. All right, we're set up. So you can see the wiring there on the side, blend mount, nice and clean. I'm going to set this up the same way I set my other one.
Expand. K-band. Menu.
Speed camera on, red light camera on, quiet ride. I'm going to set to, oops. Set that to 60. That's what mutes it when you're on the highway and you drive over like a red light cam or something like that. Voice on, KA frequency, voice off, X band off, K band on, KA band on. Shoot, this one's like already set up. Set the wide.
KA wide.
Set KA to wide. KA as priority.
On. Time display. Scan mode. Time display. Scan mode display.
Display.
Speed.
I like
Compass.
to leave this compass. I leave the tones to default. Auto mute. Backlight is on. This is if you're going, you know, 25 or less. We'll leave that on. No speed limit. Our time is good. Daylight savings time is off. VAT warning. I don't remember what that is. We can leave those off. Self-test off.
Self-test off.
Factory reset. Done. We got to get my software updated.
Exit.
And we're good to go. So I turn it off. Ignition off, good. Ignition on, good to go.
All right, sweet. So there's the Raptor install. Pretty basic. It's actually a lot simpler than I thought. It took me longer to adjust the blend mount than it did to do the mirror tap. So on some cars, the mirror tap is much easier than running down the down the headliner and B pillar. Just some cars have or trucks have a reasonable spot to tap. And so now it's all torqued down, so we shouldn't have any issues with it coming loose. I've done other cars where it was always popping out, and so it just depends. But the mirror tap saves you a lot of time in this case. So if I wasn't trying to film this, I'd probably be an hour to install this, maybe an hour and a half tops. If I was really doing it, like if I'd done it before, 45 minutes. And now our radar detector is hardwired. We don't have to see any wiring. Blend mount is great, man. I love them. I know some people would prefer to put it elsewhere, but I love where it's at. It's out of the way. It's clean. It's neat. It just looks fantastic. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more projects. And I've got lots and lots of stuff coming here, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more crazy. What happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor, foot to the floor.